everybody, welcome to my channel. Rochelle here. We're going to be doing gentle chair classes today with a lot of mental coordination. So hang tight with me. We're not going to need any weights. All we're going to use today are, if you've got some 4 pieces of magazine or paper, or even the big newspaper is going to be good. Grab those pieces. So you'll need 4 pieces, like I said, magazine or paper. I'll show you what we're going to do with those a little bit later, and your body, and that's all you're going to need other than your medical clearance. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off by rotating my wrists in circles. Nice big gentle circles, and as you see, my wrists are going opposite from each other. So I've got this one going for my direction, it's clockwise, this one's going counterclockwise, okay? All right, and I'm going in the same rhythm. So they're both hitting 12 o'clock and they're both hitting 6 o'clock at the same time. Now let's see if I can switch that up. So I'm still having them going in the same direction, but as one comes up to 12 o'clock, the other one goes to 6 o'clock. So see if you can do that. This one keeps kind of wanting to catch up with the other arm or the other wrist. Okay, now I'm going to reverse directions. Okay, so I'm going to have them in sync, going opposite directions than what they were, but they're again going where they're both hitting the 12 o'clock at the same time. Okay, so we're going to do this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to switch it where they're still going in the direction that they were, but now I have one moving up at the 12 o'clock while the other one's going down to the 6 o'clock. Okay, so let's keep going that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. All right, now from there, let's go ahead and alternate each finger down, getting a nice stretch into those fingers. We use our hands a lot unless we're just sitting at the TV and not touching the remote. Hopefully you're using your hands a lot, staying busy. So we're going to get a nice stretch into those fingers, pulling each one down individually. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pull all the fingers down, same hand, getting a stretch into that forearm, and holding that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do that with just the thumb, pulling it back a little bit for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to go ahead and pull each finger down individually, going back up to my pinky finger, and then one more time back to my thumb, and then moving that back all the way to my pinky finger. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull all those fingers down, hitting a nice stretch in that forearm, holding that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then now just the thumb, pulling that back a little bit for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake that out. Now let's get a nice little stretch in the back. We're going to round the back, alternating from your cat and cow, seated cat and cow, rounding the back, pulling the shoulders a little bit forward, and you're just relaxing the chin down into your chest. And then we're going to bring it up. You draw your shoulders back and arch that back, pulling the chest forward. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale as you round the back again, pulling the chin down. Should hopefully feel good into the neck and back. And then go ahead and bring it back, bringing the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, pulling that all in. Rounding the back, and the shoulders are coming forward a little bit, stretching out the neck Let's do that one more time. Arch the back, draw the chest forward, take a deep breath in, and then exhale as you round the back and pulling yourself in like you're a turtle, tucking yourself in the shell. And then let's go ahead and bring it all the way up, okay? All right, so this next move we're gonna alternate into going into some knee extensions and then working into the upper body. As we work into the arms, we're gonna focus on our postural muscles, pulling the shoulder blades together, working into the rhomboids, but it also gets into our shoulders as well, so and our triceps. But we're gonna be working into our quads, doing some leg extensions and some flexing at the feet too. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sit it up nice and tall, drawing the shoulders back and down. And then from here, I'm just gonna first alternate the knees up, okay? Making sure when we're lifting the knees, we're not rounding that back, keeping ourselves up tall, practicing and getting into those posture muscles. Okay, and let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stay on one leg, lifting that up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm gonna add to this, so if you need to stay here, you can. Otherwise, we're gonna lift, extend, come in, down. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm gonna add to this again. So actually, let's go ahead and move on to the other leg, then we'll add. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the other leg, lifting that up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this is where I'm gonna go ahead and draw that leg up, extend it out, and then bring it back in. Up, extend, and then let's go do that again 3 more times. Here's 3, 2, 1 more. Try to get that leg as straight as you can, and then pull it back in. Okay, so now we're gonna switch again, and I'm gonna draw that knee up, I'm gonna extend, I'm gonna point, flex, and then pull it back down. Same leg, knee, extend, point, flex, draw it back down. All right, here we go. Knee, point, flex, bring it back down. Let's go 2 more times. Knee, extend, point, flex, pull it back down. Knee, extend, point, flex, bring it down, back down. When we're doing these exercises, it's easy to want to slouch down to pull your leg up, but try to practice on keeping your back nice and tall, because that's really going to work into your core muscles as well as you extend that leg out. It's okay to lean back, but just don't slouch it. All right, let's go ahead and switch legs. So I'm going to draw that knee up, extend, point, flex, pull in, and then back down. So let's go extend, point, flex, in, down. Let's go 3 more. Extend, point, flex, bring it in, down, 2 more, point, flex, in, down, last one, lift, up, point, flex, in, down. A lot of work into the quadriceps, feeling it into the hip flexors too. So we're gonna go ahead and stretch those hip flexors out. I'm gonna draw myself to the side. I'm gonna press one leg back, and I'm gonna draw the outside arm up. And I'm gonna start by rotating my shoulder towards the chair. And you'll feel a little difference in the stretch here. Let's go and hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to open the chest up, and then I'm going to draw the arm a little bit more over my head, increasing that stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's go ahead and bring it in, and we're going to switch sides. So draw that outside leg back, and then I'm going to draw my outside arm up, and then I'm first going to rotate it towards, do a little twist towards the back of the chair. Holding that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to open that up And I'm gonna go ahead and draw that arm over the head a little bit more. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's go ahead and bring it in and pull it center. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and now add to that with the knee extensions. But before we do, we're gonna draw our arms up, squeeze back, pull down, and back. Have your arms come back down. So lift, squeeze, forward, down. Lift, squeeze, forward, down. As you squeeze your arms and elbows back, this is where we're trying to pull our shoulder blades together. Okay, working in the upper middle back, coming back down. Let's go 6. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Okay, now I'm gonna open the arms out wide. So I'm gonna come up, open out wide, and then pulling it back in. If this is too much on the shoulders, you can feel free to be here, or your other option is to have the elbows down. So you can lift and then still squeezing back, but your elbows are gonna be down. All right, so we're in here, open up, and then come back forward, and then bring it down. Lift, squeeze, forward, down. Let's go 6 more. 6. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, should be feeling into those shoulders by now, and 1. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add the knee lifts. So I'm gonna start off by, let's go ahead and start by keeping the elbows down, squeezing back, and I'm gonna start on this leg. So I'm gonna lift, I'm gonna squeeze, keep squeezing it as you point, flex, pull it in, and then bring it down. Now switch legs. So draw it up, squeeze back, point, flex, bring it in, and down. Lift, squeeze back as you draw the leg forward, point, flex, pull it in, bring it down. Okay, good work. Let's go ahead and do that again. Squeeze back as you point and flex. Good, and bring it back down. Let's keep going. Let's go 4, point, flex, bring it back down. Here's 3, point, flex, pull it back down. Here's 2, point, flex, bring it back down. Here's 1, point, flex, bring it back down. Let's go through all those variations. So stay there if you need to. All right, so this next one, the elbows are gonna go out wide. So I'm gonna draw it up, elbows out wide, point, flex, pull it back down. Lift, squeeze, point, flex, pull it back down. So as you're flexing, you should still try to keep your shoulder blades pressed together. All right, lift, point, flex, bring it back down. Lift, point, flex, bring it back down. Lift, point, flex, bring it back down. Let's go 3 more. Lift, point, flex, pull it back down. Last 2, point, flex, bring it back down. Again, lift, breathe, and bring it back down. Okay, now I'm going to add that last variation where we lift, draw the arms out wide, and then we're going to bring it back down. Now on that point and flex, we're going to do an extra little press back, squeezing those shoulder blades together a little bit more. All right, so lift, out, so I'm squeezing back as I'm pointing and flexing my foot, and then bringing it back down. Here we go, lift, extend, squeeze. Okay, all right, let's do that again. Lift, extend, squeeze. Yes, it does, it requires a little bit of concentration, but that's what today's class is designed for, a little bit more mental coordination. Let's go back one more time on each side. Lift, extend, point, flex, coming back down, lift, open, point, flex and then bringing it back down. Good work. Take a deep breath in, reach those arms up, exhale out to the side. Good, and then hold that for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, both arms back up. Exhale out to the other side. And hold that for another 3, 2, don't hold your breath. We're just holding the stretch. And then bring it back up. Okay, now the next portion of the class, we're going to go ahead and go into making O's with your fingers. Going from my thumb all the way to my pinky, back to the index finger. Bring it all the way back up. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Bring it all the way back up and back down and back up. Okay, and then we're going to switch hands. So I'm going to switch hands, really working into the arthritis into the hands. Be sure while you're doing this that you're making O's and not ducks here. So this forces your fingers to work a little bit differently in different muscle groups, a little bit harder than to do this. Okay, we're going to do that again, bringing it back up and back down, all the way up to your index. Let's do that 1 more time. All the way back up. Good. Okay, and then shake it out. Rotate your wrists in circles. All right. We're going to go back to our wrist rotations, but now we're going to add our ankle rotations. So I'm going to start with my right hand, or if you're mirroring me, your left hand. I'm going to start with my opposite foot. It doesn't matter what you start with, just try to go opposite hand from foot. And we're going to rotate our foot and our wrist in the same direction. And again, as we go up together, it's both hitting 12 o'clock. So I'm lifting up. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I want you to keep focusing on moving that wrist clockwise. Okay, but you're going to rotate your foot counterclockwise. So you got your foot going counterclockwise now, and your wrist is going clockwise. Okay, let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to get my wrist to go in the same direction as my foot. So they're going back in the same direction, but opposite from what I started. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to get that same foot to go in that opposite direction of my wrist again. Okay, so I had to take a minute to pause, but I have now my foot, my ankle going clockwise, and now my wrist is going counterclockwise. If you screw up, it's not a big deal, just keep practicing. It's all about movement and just trying to do the best we can. Okay, now I'm going to rotate my wrist back in the same direction as my foot. And they're going back in the same direction as what I started with. Okay, let's go 3, 2, and 1. Good. Really feeling again into that hip flexor because I'm having to hold that leg up, a lot in that wrist. That's normal. We'll get another stretch in that later. All right, now we're going to switch sides. So I got opposite hand and foot, and I'm going to start off by it's going in clockwise for me, both hand and foot, and they hit the 12 o'clock at the same time. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to reverse my ankle, and I'm going to keep my wrist going in the same direction. So now my wrist is going clockwise, and my ankle is going counterclockwise. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Okay, now I'm going to keep the foot going, same direction, but I moved my wrist going counterclockwise. So they're now going in sync again, but opposite from what we started with. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to rotate my wrist back to clockwise while the wrist stays counterclockwise. So it takes us a moment for me to pause and then transition, but we can do it. Just takes a minute to practice on that. Let's go 3, 2. Now I'm going to draw my wrist back into that clockwise position. So my ankle and wrist are going back together from the original rotation, going clockwise. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Nice work. That's not easy. All right, we're going to stretch out those hips again. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to stretch it out, not quite as long this time, but I'm going to go ahead and keep my shoulder back, reach it over the head, reaching as much as I can. Holding that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to switch sides. I'm going to draw it over to the other way. Opposite arm comes up, or outside arm comes up, and then reach that over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're going to go back to a little bit more full leg arm coordination. We're going to start by just tapping those legs out, okay, and alternating those arms. So as I've got my left leg or your right leg out, I've got my opposite arm extending out to the side as well. Okay, and I'm just going to tap it here. Okay. And holding that, getting that down for a minute. All right. And I'm going to add to this, but if it gets to be too much, stay here. It's all about movement, or just do the best you can. If you mess up, it's not a big deal. All right, let's go 4, 3, 2. Now as my legs go out to the side, I'm going to alternate one arm up and the other arm out to the side. I'm still staying with that same rhythm, but the only thing I switched was one arm is going up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to switch it. So this arm's going to come up, this arm comes out to the side. Again, same rhythm, but I've got now my opposite arm going straight up. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now I'm going to go just the legs. I'm going to go single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Okay, so single, single, I'm going to add some arms. This is where it's going to get wacky. Double. Again, single, single, double. All right, I'm going to go single, single, double. Arms also going double for now. We'll see if we can mess with that, where the arms continue to say alternating, but you're still going single, single, double on the legs. Single, single, double. I have to say it out loud, otherwise I really get messed up. Double, single, single, double. Okay, I'm going to try and go now. Single, single, where the arms just keep alternating. Here you go, single, single, double. 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 Let's see if we can go. Oh, I screwed up on that one. I'm going to try to go one more time. All right, let's see if I can go one more time. Both legs. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. All right, woo, we did it. Well, maybe. Take a deep breath in, reach it up, and exhale out. Again, inhale up, and exhale out. All right, now the next portion of the class is where you're gonna need that newspaper. And just grab onto 2 pieces. Okay, for now. We'll keep the other pieces down there because we'll do that again later. So I'm going to, if you are on my Facebook page, you may have seen the video, but I'm going to hold this in I'm going to start actually with my less dominant hand, my left hand, and I'm going to start by wrinkling it up. Newspapers are better, a little bit more challenging. I like the newspaper at least. This may be perfect for you. Okay. Crinkle it all the way into my hand. And notice I'm not using my other hand to help crinkle it up. Only using my fingers and my fist. Now the goal is to undo this whole newspaper without shaking it. So don't shake it and don't use your body to open it. So you can only use your fingers. Oh, I tore it up. So you gotta try and get all the edges completely out. Voila, there it is. Okay, if you're still working on yours, go ahead and keep working on it. I'm gonna switch hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one, crinkle that up in the right hand. Wanted to use that body to crinkle it up. Can't do that. Nice little ball. Squeeze it in as tight as you can get it. And now we're going to go ahead and unravel that. Got all the edges, as much as I can get it. Voila. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put that down, and I'm gonna give you another moment to try and finish that. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. So we're gonna go back to doing our O's. We're gonna repeat that all the way through. I'm going to start by going into O's into my fingers and then working it all the way back to my index. Okay, let's go ahead and do both hands together now. Both hands together, going all the way through, making those O's. I started with my right hand, so I'm going to go ahead and end with my left hand. See if you can pick up that pace without skipping a finger, skipping a beat. Go all the way through, a little bit faster. For 4, 3, 2, okay, now I'm going to let this one rest. I messed up the rhythm on that left, and then go back through a couple more times with this other hand, and then shake it out. All right, we're gonna go back one more time through, alternating our legs out. Lots of mental coordination. Sometimes this could be more challenging and more tiring than strength training, at least for me. Alternating the arms out. All right, here we go. 8, 7, feel free to slow it down. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna have to slow it down so I can think. Okay, so now I'm gonna add to this where I'm gonna go single. I'm gonna actually go alternating, but one arm is gonna go up. So I'm gonna go out, up, out, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now switch. So I'm gonna go up and then out to the side with the other arm. 8, 7, 6, 5, slow it down, 4, 3, I think I just want to get this over with, and 1. All right, now I'm going to go back into where we go your single, single, double. Okay, we're starting with that leg. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. One more time. Single, single, double. Okay, now let's go with the arms. Single, single, double. I needed to go double with the arms. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and try to go where we keep alternating those arms while we do double legs. Hardest part for me. And double. All right, here we go. I'm going to go single, single, double the legs, but alternating the arms. Single, single, double, single, single, double. I feel like it's so much easier now the second time. Single, single, double, single, single, double, single, single, double. I'm gonna go one more time. Single, single, double. All right, a little bit better, but then I started to talk too much. Let's go ahead and stretch out those hip flexors. Turn it to the side, draw a leg back, and then to bring that chest open and reach that opposite arm or outside arm over the head. Holding that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that center, turning it around, back leg open up, outside arm over the head, holding that for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bringing that back center. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab onto the other newspaper, and we're gonna do that one more time. So again, I'd like to start with my left hand, least dominant hand, crinkle that back up. Okay. And then we're going to open that back up all the way. Oh, I didn't crinkle that enough. It looked a little too smooth. All right, I feel like this was way faster. Second time around, that's crazy how quick muscle memory gains on us. So that was a lot faster than the first time. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that on the right side. If you're still going on that left, keep going. Give you a minute to keep working on that. Bunch it up a little tiny ball, and then we're gonna open that up. All right. Yeah, much faster the second time around. You got it. There it is. Go ahead and put that down. And we're gonna go back to one more time with our knee lifts, okay? Where I lift, pull, extend, point, and flex, okay? Lift, pull, point, and flex. Lift, pull, point, and flex. Lift, pull, point, and flex. Let's go one more time on each leg. Lift, pull, point, and flex. Again, lift, pull, point, and flex. All right, so now we're gonna go 4 times where we lift, and I'm gonna open out wide. Feel free to keep the elbows in. Okay, extend, point, and flex, and then switching legs. Lift, extend, point, and flex. 2 more of these. Then we're gonna go where our arms are out wide. 1 more, lift, extend, point, and flex. All right, now let's go where we open those arms out wide. Feel free to keep those elbows in. Okay, lift, extend, and point, and flex. Okay, on this last 2, we're going to squeeze back twice as we go to our point and flexing. Lift, point, and flex, and then bring it in. Whew, nice job, everybody. We are done. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, reach those arms up, and exhale out. Good. Inhale up, and exhale out. And roll the shoulders back. Okay, and then go ahead and draw your leg forward with your toes up, and reach down towards those toes. Getting a nice stretch in the back of the hamstring. Really important that you continue to stretch throughout the day, at least 3 different times, and holding that for about 30 seconds each time. We're not gonna hold this that long right now, but I really want to encourage that on you to stretch, holding each stretch about 30 seconds, even maybe to a minute, If you're really tight, switch legs. And then doing that at least 3 times a day. Maybe once or twice when you wake up in the morning, and once or twice before you go to bed. Just lay out on that carpet or onto your bed and give your body a nice stretch. And then let's go ahead and bring that up. Good. And then go and draw the shoulders back. Let's bring your hands behind your back and then pull the fingers down. And then draw the head down and stretch into the neck. So stretch into the shoulders. Inhale, open those arms up wide. Exhale, draw one arm across your body, getting a nice stretch into the tricep and shoulders. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open out wide. Opposite arm across the chest. Pull the other arm towards you. Holding that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go ahead and get another stretch into my back. Doing the cat and cow pose. Rolling the back, bringing the chin down. Nice stretch in that upper back. Hopefully that feels good. And then bringing it up, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, rounding that again. One more time, inhale up. And then exhale, rounding that. And then inhale, reaching these arms back up center. Let's go exhale, praying hands forward. Getting a nice stretch into those wrists again. Now I'm going to draw the fingertips down. I'm going to lift it up here. Try to keep the bottom of the hands together. Try not to lift the shoulders though. Draw the shoulders down. Lifting that up as high as you can. Inhale up. And then exhale out. Awesome work today, guys. I know this was a lot to take on for all the different coordination and coordinating moves, but keep it up. The more we practice this, the better it will get. And I hope to see you again. Thank you so much.